intended, as they'll try to make it 8-0.
They'll let Taylor try and run.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. The penalty got him half the distance to the goal down to the 1, made that try a little easier.
Yeah, without a doubt, and it opens up your playbook, doesn't it? From the 1-yard line, run, pass, do whatever you want there, and they did it successfully. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. First down. From the gun, Murray. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Coleman now. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 33. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. 1st down, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. Coleman has it here right side. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
That's complete right around the 8. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
A 25-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Taylor. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. One quarter in the books. 8-3, our score.
Colts 8, Cardinals 3.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. First and 10, Taylor now. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run with Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. On the counter, it's Taylor. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Taylor. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
On the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the...
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do. You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually, but first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Shotgun now for Murray. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
And the Cardinal 1st down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 35. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. DeForest Buckner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. But
team's turned it over 3 times in the first half. We just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught left side by Hilton. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this throw will be intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, you got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Cardinal first down.
What's up, guys? Get in there.
Murray now on first down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. And he knocks it through. That makes it a 5-point ball game. It's 15-10 now.
Colts 15, Cardinals 10.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. This will make it into the end zone.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Set to kick off.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
Campbell. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They turn to Taylor on 4th. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Throwing on first down is Murray. And he fires one incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game. And
they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Going jet sweep. Here's Campbell. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Going jet sweep. Here's Campbell. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
On second and goal, Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. Let's see if they can avoid doing it here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They run the counter. Taylor. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, Taylor. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. The give to Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
They run with Taylor. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Hines, his first carry.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. That's from 25 yards out. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
My cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Taylor. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it.
And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 2.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And it's 2nd down.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Taylor. Open space inside the 10. And he takes this one for the Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats show him reaching at a top speed of 20 miles an hour. They'll let Taylor try and run.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
Feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel.